Good morning, Azeroth. It is the 28th of July 2024. I hope you've got your morning beverage and welcome to the stream. Today we have a heat wave starting across the UK, so make sure you're staying hydrated. Got yourself a big old glass of water nearby. I've got my big stein. Just have to remember to drink it. Hope you're all well today. Good morning, Kynan. It is indeed working today. We did a double check and we do not want to have a repeat of yesterday. Absolutely not. We've also done a little bit of reading into getting those storm sigils we were looking at. Pardon me. Oh, goodness. Drug me Weetabix a little too quickly. There we go. Now, from what I understand, I was just running around hitting random mobs in the Isles, and this wasn't the most efficient way. I've since learned that the suffusion camps, the little event where Farak goes around burning things, was an excellent way to get upwards of 30 at a pop from one of the enemies there. Unfortunately, though, it looks as though there are not any up at the moment. I do not know how often Farak spawns these days. What we'll do first is we'll fly over and hand in our little memory quest to the Tuskar, get our bearings.
Creatures and relics from the past have made their way into our present. Collect any artifacts you can find before they are lost to the time ways.
And then oh, wait, there he is. Did I just have to be in the zone? It was a good job we went in this direction first. He's flying around there. Does that mean the camp is up, technically? We'll go over and have a look. I vaguely remember where it is. Yes, it's the big pile of fire. Oh, yep, there we go.
These puppets of the aspects. I require every last suffused ingot and molded metal for our bargain with Farak. Do not let these thieves interfere!
Very angry lady. Jaredin. Big old undergroundy fire giants. Now, there were some quest givers around here. Somewhere. Now, that isn't entirely necessary. What we need to do... Nope, hammer not working yet today. Oh, wow. We need to gather some of these wards to be able to summon the boss enemy. How's the audio here, Kynan? My voice compared to the game audio? One too loud, one too quiet. How are we feeling? How do I consume these wards? Oh. Find a crucible. That was it. It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. Where is these crucibles? Ah, over there. Now, right it. Game audio a little high. Let me just... Don't die while I'm doing this. Drop it to about there, so -10 on that little OBS button. Any better? Feel a little more... A little more reasonable? Okay, we need 5 of those. Yep, there's another ward. This is proving much more reasonable. Now, good stuff. Three more of the big uns. Compared to running around aimlessly for over an hour, nearly 2 hours rather, this is going much faster. How many we got? Just the one.
I don't have a target. It's too far away.
Okay, and then we move on over to the mold. Whee! Onward noodle. Oh yep, and there are people farming this, as to be expected. Don't know if Blizzard hotfixed or nerfed this farm in any way. People were worried they may do. So what I'm doing is this quest you get for pre-ordering the Heroic or Epic Edition, I believe, which gives you... Summon them. Where is it? Where is it? Which gives you this Storm Rider's attire. And that just goes straight into your collection the moment you've done it. The first quest is to get 50 of these sigils. And that then... No, he didn't drop any. Mayhaps they nerfed it. Yes, you should have the armor. Oh no, there he is. Never mind. I forgot. Now, once you do the first one, which is to gather 50, you get a red recolor, a purple recolor, and this silvery yellow recolor. The follow-up quest... Oh yeah, he dropped 33. So this one, upon completion, gives you the upgraded versions of the armor with a load of lightning bolt effects all over it. Well, there's a fella called Kuriden Wildhammer who is, if I go over to my Valdrakken map, on like the bottom lip of it, on the left of Cascade's Edge here, somewhere down there, you'll see the marker on your map. It's a dwarven fella, I believe the head of the Wildhammer clan, and he will have that quest for you. Now once War Within launches, that will swap to one of the new War Within zones, and the quest will be doable through there. But at the moment, that's how you get it. But also, I think for the higher edition, comes with a battle pet, which is a small version of the mount you get, which is a blue lightning griffin. And all we have to do for that one is summon them out and do a little quest there, which we'll do upon grabbing enough of these sigils. I need to keep an eye, see if players keep summoning over there. Nicely done. Alright. Now, if you are just doing stuff within the Isles, you won't have to worry necessarily about speed farming it the way I am, just to get it out of the way. If you're, it can be dungeons, it can be raids. You will get those sigils from just all Dragonflight content, as far as I'm aware. Alright, that's another 7. Excuse me.
It's too far away.
Given how versatile transmog is these days, I imagine including them in a variety of different sets and outfits are quite extensive. Seen a lot of folks wearing the different pieces about. So if you haven't done one of these before, this is the current zone it's in. You're mainly looking for boss of the expansion Firak to be flying overhead, which is the big fiery red proto-dragon with flames coming off his horns and such. You see him about in a zone, that indicates that it's up in that zone. And as time goes on, he will actually fly over and begin setting fire to things. And it'll drop down like a bonus boss as well, which can be killed. Again, decent stat catch-up gear, at least at the time. Can't speak to it at the moment, but you know, you'll still be unlocking the different cosmetics through the different patches. This was another one of those 0.5 in the middle patches. Just keeping that 8-week content cadence going. Oh, stop attacking. Let that warrior get a tag. There we go. 47. Look at that. Night and day. Absolutely redonkulous. How many have we got? 5. We can summon them again. We'll have this done real quick. Give us it. Big bunks. I imagine over the days, more and more folks will become aware of the more efficient farming methods, and if it isn't nerf, the area will still be busy. It's also one of those things to have on the meta achievement for Dragonflight as a whole, which even I think is a little much for me, going through and redoing it. The doggo mount companion does not interest me enough to warrant going and doing all of that. But it's just engaging with all facets of Dragonflight's content, world content, dungeons, raids, etc. So it will very much depend on how into it you get prior to the expansion. More curious thing will be how well does it hold up. I think summon another one. How well will it hold up going forwards? Given Dragonflight's still the leveling experience, as long as the world content feels reasonable to do at the lower levels, which I'm sure it will, because most of the leveling events they do, like the one coming next week, tend to scale pretty well. That's another 2. Need another 3. Bam. Come on, you beastie. Very good. One more of the orange ones.
I need to get closer.
All the giant fishing icons on the map. There's a little bit of fishing throughout Dragonflight. It was one of those professions that didn't get an overhaul when the others did. Being the bonus profession, cooking and archaeology weren't really touched. There was still stuff to do and get. And for fishing, you know, you'd need it for said cooking. And cooking is obviously how you get all your food buffs. Still makes a lot of money on the auction house from what I understand. Though my knowledge of such things is way less than it was. Not that it was ever that high. I have been notoriously poor in WoW gold terms when things have gotten so inflated and all over the shop. But now that, like, well, once they get the cross-realm trading working again, the ability to just jump around auction houses will be quite substantial, so I imagine the market will fluctuate quite a bit. How many is that? Number 7. Go over it. Again, pardon me. Oh, someone's just done it. Might be able to get it done with the next couple.
I'm out of range.
Don't stand in the fire. There we are. Yep, gotta remember, my wings come out when I hit Wake of Ashes. Need to remember the noob. Number 49. Well, I think, yeah, definitely gonna get it done. And there we go. And that's it. Job done. Goodness me. Easy peasy. Way, way, way faster than an hour and a half booping random enemies. Let's have a quick look. The pet we got. Oh gods. What was its name? We have flying on at the moment for the XP stuff we were sorting before, so... There he is. Squally. So if we summon Squally... Right. As a little quest. Squally chirps despondently. Perhaps someone knows what is upsetting her. Find a way to cheer up Squally, and we'll gain 3 other friends. To do that, we need to speak to Curdin Wildhammer. We will go and see him. Go away, worm. Same stuff that gets you Squally in the armor, gives you this Hearthstone. If you go to your toy box... Oh, it's like one of them little rideable things like you'd see at a fairground. Check that in a second. Just because it was also included. Oh no, it went... No! Hang on. Nope, that didn't work. Where are you? I haven't been an avid toy collector, but over the years I've gathered some. All your different Hearthstones are in here now. They've been adding more over time as well. One very useful toy is this jar of someone's sand that I believe was from time walking stuff and the tokens there. And you can just make it daytime. Because WoW's night and day cycle is based on your real time to a degree. If you end up playing on night, like I used to quite a lot, it was very useful just to turn it to daytime at the click of a button. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Where is this tiny griffin? There it is. Oh. The little squeaking is a nice touch. Well, that's very silly. I suppose we leave that there for other folks. One interesting thing they added here, because it's what we call the Awaken season right now in Dragonflight, where all the raids drop things, even in LFR, at the highest, like at the current item level, let's say. and the content is more tuned around that. But when you do these awakened ones, which you may do more of once we've got folks leveled, you get these little tokens that can get you
Honor, champion.
pretty good gear, especially for a more casual player like myself. Just sell some of these goodies we don't need. But those little tokens also get you the ability to purchase all the different cosmetic weapons from the Dragonflight raids, including the mythic ones. So again, if you're like me and you're only really doing LFR, and you get a few of these tokens, which, depending on how behind you are, you get more and more of them each week. You can even get the mythic variants of said weapons, which is a system I really hope they include going forward. Because I understand there's probably some folks who would criticise, oh, you only want those if you earn them. But given how many people transmog stuff anyway, and there is no power attached to them, to be able, as a more casual player, to just get the cool stuff from content I'm unlikely to engage with, I think that's really cool. Again, I don't know after the expansion if that will be something that is kept up in some way. Don't think so. But as time goes on, going back and solo farming old raids is less of an issue. Let's go see Kurudin. Get this sorted. There he is. Heyo.
The Council of Three Hammers requires me present, but I'd rather be riding me griffin. Wee bit stuffy in here, isn't it?
I think I'm starting to get this one. To trust me.
It'd take a hand's worth of these hill dwarves to bring one from the Airy down.
He's a very talkative Wildhammer. Well, would you look at that? You truly have learnt to master the storm within you. A splendid griffin rider if I ever did see one. And that's not all. I see the armour I gave you is bristling with a half the storm now. Interesting. You truly are a master of storms, Baroque. Whatever comes next, I know you'll be able to weather it with that griffin of yours. A true partner till the end. Now, if only I could get this one to come down for 1 second. You hear me, birdie? Don't make me come up there. If you turn your eyes to the screen a moment. I have the map open. I'll kind of look up at the city, and that should give you an indication of where we are. I'll give you a couple moments while I swig my tea before it goes cold. Oh, that's better. Again, on the map, it is just to the left of Cascade's Edge. Alright, now let's ask him about our little friend who has vanished. Oh! But yes, there is the upgraded version. As you can see, it is glowing with the colour associated. And lightning bolts are crackling through. Oh, I do have a big old soft spot for that. The feathers glow a bit more too. No worries, bub. I do like the gold one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where is the base one's frenzied version then? Is that a separate quest? Because that one was in the game before, so that might actually be a separate quest. I will have to investigate that another time. Now, let's get Squally back out. We'll tell him about our little friend.
How I miss the open skies of the hinterlands.
Kudrin squats down to examine Squally. Aye then, what's the problem, little lass? Squally warbles something of an explanation. Lonely Ack, the poor thing misses her family. You just need to find her brothers and sisters. Okay, and now we just fly around and find them. Simple enough. Hup. Get a little tour of the Isles.
Plant our banners to mark what the Dragon Scale expedition has discovered.
I don't mind doing a little fly quest on the way around. Whee! I imagine this is the kind of quest we will see more of. Come the war within. Certainly learned a lot of lessons. Learned English better.
Now everyone who scales those peaks will see that the Dragon Scale expedition beat them there.
There we go. Right. Where are you, little friend? Being attacked by whelplings. Hello! Hundo. Uh-oh. Instant spawns. Oh dear. Alright, where's the next one? Over in the plains? We'll wiggle our way on over. Oh, don't cough into the mic, turn it off. Oh, getting better at it. Alright, just over there. There's a Madrasil in the distance. You haven't done those Emerald Dream quests yet, Kynan. At the end of it, you'll be able to visit the Night Elves' new home. And in that new home, there are some transmog stuff, like the little backpack that I'm wearing, the bedroll, that are just dotted around the zone. Some weapons, a few gear bits, a couple back pieces. Works very well. Well, I spent a lot of time fishing and getting rarer materials in this spot. Old habits die hard. Hello, Onara. And while we're here, we just gotta get a little bit of fish. Just what? Just the one fish. Just wait for the bob to go. We got a rare one too. Alright. Come on, Gale. That's another. Jump on our Drake for the next one. Alright, where is the other? Top of the Waking Shore. Well, I liked all the zones. I feel like the vibe and music of the Azure Span won me over the most, but I've got a real soft spot for like intro zones. And the Waking Shore, I felt, just did a fantastic job of setting the stage. Just have a pleasant ride on over. Still learning how these storm things work. I think as long as I'm spending vigor. Almost there. It's just going down more than it's going up. Alright, where are you? Oh, you're flying around. Over lava, that's very mean. I did have an item or some boots that made me immune to lava, but grab it. Sit down, please. We won't be friends. Oh, calm down, dragon. Flash. And we've gotcha. There we go. Now we just summon Squally. And we hand it in. And we get 3 more battle pets. Again, not a system I use much these days. Some brief dalliance with it in the past, but not really. I think we can get rid of our service orders. Save this Power of Dreams one, which I guess I was doing for a reason. That's just doing the LFR raids. Again, at some point, after we've got folks leveled. Well, ground skimming builds it up pretty quick. We'll just quickly hand in this Tuskar one, as they are one of the reps I have not maxed out from Dragonflight. I'm not the biggest fan of this lightning thing. Sound effects is pretty muted, it's just like, oh. We'll bob it over to the other one. Just because spinning around was more fun. Let's pop that back on the hotbar. Oh, let me. Where is it? There it is. Let me put it on the hotbar. Where is it? Find a moment to... Yeah, let me get high enough where I can just be drifting down. Reach for the sky. Alright, that should be fine. Right. Be in general. Skyriding. Whirly Surge. Whirly Surge, where are you? Am I blind? Surge forwards, vigor, lift off frill, blah, blah, blah. Maybe we just have to resummon our mount. Let's try that. Oh, yep, that did it. That did it. That's fine. Yep, and now our noodle twizzles. Indeed, their elk is glorious noodle. Yeah, in the animation pass they did to make all the different, or most of the flying mounts skyriding. They work. I feel like they could use a bit more polish, but given the gargantuan task they had before them, some work better than others. That little flying rabbit we had, that seems to work really well. It's got some lovely animations. I'm not helping them with that quest. Oh, for those who don't know, the soup event is on. You know what, while we're here, we're going to help make some soup. So this is one of the events within Dragonflight that would just happen. Oh, he wants me to get him anchovies. Click the button. Yes, chef. Where were the anchovies? Oh god, I can't remember. From the snow near Arv. Okay, they're marked on the map. We zoom it in a little bit.
I'm out of range.
So some days you'd see upwards of like 40 players here. Everybody helping make the soup. Morning, Arturian. Good to see you here. We've just been sorting out some of the pre-order armor, and now we're making soup. One of the Dragonflight Zone events. They're doing similar stuff in the war within. I believe one of the zones has a theatre performance. You forgot the vegetables? We'll go find his vegetables. Click the button. Yes, chef. Oh, because I've got chat turned off, you won't be seeing all the different pop-ups of yes, chef and people being given orders to each other. How many vegetables did he want? No, I got them. Throw them into the pot. Boop. Because a lot of the events they tried ended up being like, go kill thing, do combat. Some of them, more along this line. Go and purchase something from another dude. Which dude? Ah, lady here.
Our flight has much to
Highlights the one we need.
Come see me again.
Throw it in the pot. Then this community bar, the more you fill it, the better the reward everyone gets. You want some Leviathan bones. Again, how easy it will be able to do these things when it's just folks leveling through Dragonflight. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to grab this fish. Put it down. Grab tiny bones. Back to the pot. Nothing crazily complicated. But in terms of just making the world feel a little more alive with community, as you can see, the more and more folks are coming to engage and assist. Done enough there for the big reward, we'll take that. But we'll stick about, we'll help folks get it up. Squid ink. Some of these will have you fishing, some of them will have you killing mods, carrying meat about. All kinds of stuff. Purchase deep squid ink from Rotten. You see it's marked with the little yellow symbol on the map. We've had some unlocks with the Tuskar Renown here, so I'll need to check the different NPCs here before we leave. Lovely seeing the Tuskar again. We haven't really interacted with them a whole lot since Wrath of the Lich King. Big Canuck here, our main chef. 5 minutes left. Go get an eye of bass from one of the warriors. Where? Give me a map. From Hanu. Where is Hanu? Hello? Oh no. We'll find them eventually. Let's get on our Wolof and have a run about. Oh, here you are. It's because you had a quest icon on you.
What do you need?
Those little pink icons around the weapons indicate them as transmog specific. But run it back to the soup. Some more currency for the trading post if you hadn't maxed that out. Community events often do so. Got head chef Stacks, who is just a strange mustached pot robot. Delightful design. Thank you, Stacks. Alright, we've nearly upped the quality, which will mean more rewards. More little bits and bobs to be doing. Oh, he's asked for fishing. Click yes, chef. Which gives you a speed boost. You don't have to click that. We'll just see if we can fish one up relatively quickly. Doing some of the Tuskar quests gives you a little raft like the one on the left there is riding on. Makes going out into open water and fishing much more reasonable if you never got the raft in mists. Oh no, I missed it. That's right. Remember how to fish. Aim at the pool. At the pool. There we go. Oh, tea's gone cold. That's alright. There's our fish. 3 more minutes to go. Now, in the other zones, we had a wild hunt, which was going around killing different pieces of wildlife and bigger animals, and that was across any of the zones. That can be the centaur tribe, like this individual here. New centaur models, again, one of those old world ones being brought up to modern day visuals. There was one in the Waking Shore, where you and some of the denizens of the Dragon Isles retake a fortress. But that one happens so fast, I end up seeing it on the map, and then it's gone. I know there was a 4th somewhere.
Yes? What is it you need?
Hot milk.
Next time.
Chuck it in the pot. The soup needs more power. I've heard the centaur make a duck dish. So much dialogue you throw. When there's like, again, 20 plus people here, he's just going non-stop. It's like a busy kitchen. He's just screaming all the time. Where are we? You over there.
Ah, a new face.
Fermented mackerel paste.
Careful out there.
Delicious? Question mark? Don't mind the saltier fish. Anchovies are alright. Alright, with a few of us here, we won't get the quality up huge, but I imagine they took that into account for the wider achievements. We have unlocked sled toys. Grab the next one.
A fine day for a fine trade.
That is back to the soup. Chuck it in. 40 seconds to go. Wait for our instructions. Click yes, chef, and off we go again. Hello.
Well,
We're in
look at you.
7 Spices Bruffalon.
Get some rest.
Into the pot. Again, the more people that are around, I feel like the more variety of things he asks as well. There'll be like a load of little critters that come crawling out of the ground, or fish that try and escape the soup.
Your family.
You have to go around stomping them, picking them up, chucking them back in. Oh, let me get to it in time. Chuck it in. There we go. You should clear in a moment. Listen, if I go over to grab that bucket of milk, and you say the quest is done, I'm going to be fuming. Where's this bucket of milk?
If you're after goods.
Nope, nope. There he goes, and he yells, "That's it! Soup's done! Come and get it!" So we go over and we get our soup. There's a little Monster Hunter style animation they did. Oh, the little baby Tuskar and that miscellaneous baby Noel all get some soup. Gives us a 60-minute buff as well. No, gives us extra XP. You know, I can't remember when I last moused over it. Now, before we leave the Tuskar, while their rep isn't full, it has been going up. As you can see, we've got some sled toys. Ooh, an otter mount. Some weapons. Let's have a look at who wants to give us free stuff.
Perhaps you have a use for these things.
Ooh, I can choose the yellow otter. Or the brown otter. I think the yellow for me.
May my wares
And then for the ones you don't choose, it's not just a gold sink. It's currency specific from killing stuff or crafting and gathering stuff from the Dragon Isles. So it's another reason to just be going around farming things and making the gameplay loop all go into itself. Ooh. Got a new recipe as well. We'll grab that. Ooh, I learnt Iron Chef. 200 cooking recipes. Not that I ever do it much, but it's good to have. We'll open our little cache. No upgrade, but we can sell those. Let's see our new little otter friend in motion. Oh my goodness. What a little squeaker. It's got a little fishing rod. Got those little details. Bag of fish. His little legs. Then we'll hold still and do our mount special. Oh! He stands up. And rubs his little face. Look at that! Absolutely adorable. We'll stay on him for a moment while we double check around the place.
Well now,
What else we get?
you're certainly different.
We can get a sled toy, a magical snow sled, or an Iskar tug sled. We'll go with magical snow.
Bring more tales when next we meet.
Oh, we have to go and see someone to get it. Interesting. We'll do that in a moment.
Who speaks
What else you going to give me?
I'll pass your story along.
Some supplies. And this fellow. Oh, it's weapon transmog reward. What have we got? All Tuskar theme, so we got a one-handed axe. Crossbow. Dagger. Not bad. Two-handed mace, which is just a giant hook. Harpoon. It's more my speed. Not a big fan of the fish on it. And a stick. Oh, I like the stick. I think for a different character, the stick is going to work very well. So I'll be taking that.
I got this.
And then like with the others, if we look at his stuff, we are able to buy some of the others using our various supplies from the Dragon Isles. I'll pick up the spear as well. Just get it in the collection.
Watch yourself.
Did it not purchase?
Yeah.
No, I want to give you things. Yes. There we go. There we go. Before we think about jumping over to alts, for the last hour, let's go and investigate what this sledding's about. Very odd to have a quest for a toy given like this. Big Tuskar boat. Come on, Noodle. Over we go. Oh, I think I've done a daily quest here to do said sledding. Hello, Kyopo.
Hello! Next time, bring fish, please.
Oh, Merg sent you. He's really nice, so you must be really nice too. Why did he send you? A sled? Of course I can give you a sled. We have two types, but if you want both, I'm gonna need some good stuff for a trade.
We'll get the magical snow one.
Kites leader?
Okay. Jump on and sled. Oh, yep, off we go. That's very silly. But again, adding more silly stuff like this. I feel like through Dragonflight, this is the kind of thing that WoW just needed. Let the community have fun with silly little things. It doesn't all have to be about your gear. It doesn't have all be about your raid and your PvP. Let people have fun. We are losing momentum on our sled. I imagine at the top of a big old hill, somewhere in Dunmoreau near Ironforge, you probably go pretty far. These children are throwing snowballs at me. Oi! Well packed snow, come here. You thought that was funny, did you? Yeah. Just realised grown-ass adventurers should not be throwing snowballs at children. Probably not. We need to go. Up and away. That good old Tuscari music. Very reminiscent of Grizzly Hills and Raft Zones. I think it's one of the reasons I really like the Azure Span. Feels very Grizzly Hills. Oh. The Azerothian Archive was another mid-patch event. I didn't engage with it much. Have a quick check actually at the vendor here. Where are you? So I did get some of the rewards here.
What's this? Another.
Oh, I didn't build my rep review. I do apologise. Can afford some fingerless gloves. Or a belt. Ooh, belt with a big old flask on it. That's pretty versatile. Oh, and it's a recolor of the shirt I'm currently wearing. Magnifying glass. Chisel. A candlestick cudgel. Rose tinted glasses. No, there's all sorts here. Of a backpack. What big backpack, look at that. Kind of bits and bobs in there. Kind of wish I'd farmed for that one, but... Smaller backpack. And a mount. The mount... Still though, more options. More things to go with. I'll definitely be taking that utility belt though. That actually works better with my transmog. And it has some water on it.
Farewell.
We'll get ourselves back to Valdrakken. Let's use the half-stone hearthstone. Speaking of water, make sure you're all staying hydrated. Have yourselves a swig. Here we go. Alright, a quick trip to the Ethereals. Equip that new belt. And then just round the corner from that inn. Whoop. Let's bob that new belt on. Where are we? So I had the old one, but I didn't like the colour there. There we go, and that silver mixes with the chainmail tabard we've got on. Don't know why this set's called winter wear. This isn't very good for winter. There we go. Again, we have the colours for the pre-order stuff, but we don't have the bonus colour for the base one. Where could that be? Corridin didn't have a bonus quest on him, but a quick fly past him and see. No new quest. Let's double check at the top. I might be misremembering, but maybe there was someone at the top of Valdrakken. Come on now. Oh, we're not going to have the vigour. Curses. Come on, let's build up that stamina. There's a way to do it where if you angle the ascent, you gain more vigour than you lose. There we go. Hello, Dragon Aspects. For those who haven't done the story of Dragonflight, there are now 6 of them. And they all have their powers back. Been pretty fun. They haven't nailed every story beat, but the vast majority they have. Have Abyssian. The aspect. Let's have a zoom in. There we are. We knock our UI off. There we go. The aspect of Earth. Can't hear them until we get too close. Too close for voiceover. Nosdormu. The aspect of time. Kalagos. Aspect of magic. Minthara. Or Merifra, rather. Not Minthara. That's Baldur's Gate 3. Merifra. Aspect of dreams. Daughter of Ysera. Alexstrasza. The Lifebinder. We've known for a long time. And this is Viranoth. The aspect of storms. Was a villain during the expansion. A little rushed her jump over to our side. But nonetheless, they are here. Not to say how much of a role they'll have. Those of you who have been playing for a while will know Rathian.
Is there something you wish to discuss?
Ooh. They have a stale while and listen. Now this is a little button they've added repeatedly over the years and investing a little more in. For the players who want to interact with the story and more role-playing side of it, you can hit these little buttons and they'll do a little scene. Some are voice acted. We'll see. I can't remember if this one is.
Rathian.
Ooh.
Abyssian mentioned that you will soon depart from the Isles.
That's Sibelian
Didn't take you as one who engaged in gossip, Sibelian.
from the Burning Crusade.
Does he speak true?
He does. Iridikron may be lying low, but he still poses a significant threat to Azeroth. I will coordinate the Black Talon's efforts to track him down. Even Iridikron can't evade them forever.
Indeed. I must admit, your agents have impressed me far more than I expected. With rare exception, I never placed much stock in mortals beforehand. You have quite the way with their kind.
I suppose I do.
At the time
My
Anduin punched
in
you.
the Dragon Isles was a grand adventure, but not the homecoming I'd hoped for. I've often felt that I share more in common with mortals than with dragons, and feared that I belong among neither. I thought that here, in the land of my ancestors, I'd find something I was lacking. That by becoming an aspect, I could prove who and what I truly am. If not to the world, then at least to myself. But I see now that I never had anything to prove. My place is among both mortals and dragons. That is my strength, not my failing. It's who I am. Who I've always been.
Well said. You walk a path I never could, Rathian. Take pride in it. And should that path lead you back to the Dragon Isles, I hope it does feel like a homecoming.
We shall see. Thank you, brother.
So, as someone who has loved this game's story, for all its ups and downs, stuff like that I absolutely adore. Absolutely. And from what I've heard of the War Within, there'll be quite a bit more of them. Right, our noodle will go straight down. We'll check in this quest. She is on the inside. What is it to keep her? No, I just did the rep again. When you max the rep with each of the factions, or with one of them rather, when you max it again, like refill the bar, you just get a bonus bag of goodies. Oh, cool. I can melt this into ore. Then you should let me put it in my reagent bag game. Oh dear. For those returning to the game as well, or new to it, when you hit max level, this individual here, the emissary...
I have lived to see
Oh, decline, hang on. Don't get rid of the icon. You son of a gun. he'll basically give you a weekly quest that bumps up the activity. So say the suffusion camp we were doing earlier, or the cooking we were doing earlier, this will buff that activity to give like current baseline item level. Another way to catch up your gear.
For dragonkind.
And with gear you get, if I open up the map, there is over here somewhere, near Tier Hold, I can't remember its name, but it's this big forge thing you interact with, and it can change gear you've got into raid tier pieces with the set bonuses. So even just from like the world gear, you're able to get pieces of raid gear, and if you upgrade them enough, you can even get them up to the heroic level. With delves coming in the War Within, I think there'll be more interplay in doing so. Oh, went all the way to the Tuskarr and forgot to hand in the story. Another day. Right, let's walk our way back to an inn. Have a quick nosy at people's transmog and dragon customization as we go. It's nice to see the city relatively busy. Where's that Moonkin holding an axe? Terrifying. Welcome to the Roasted Ram. Seating is open. Take a seat up here. We'll jump over to one of our remix alts. Keep that leveling train going. Pandaria Remix has 22 days remaining to get some of those unique cosmetics or to level some characters. We've said our new goal is to get people to level 50, as that is the cut-off point, I believe. Definitely going to have to triple check for unlocking the Allied Race Armour or the Heritage Armour quest lines. Our next one who can do a couple of bits of raids is our Falcon here, our Zandalari Paladin. So we'll jump in. We will head to the bazaar and get our queues going. Silly Pandaria Tavern music. Dum 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 dum. Oop. There we are. Pick up these dailies.
Protect the truth.
The raid. The scenario. Oh, there you are. And the dungeon.
Protect the truth.
Alright. Let's get those signed up for. Make sure it is not heroic so we don't get battered. And then the raids we can do are just the first two of Mists. There we go. I think we'll swap to tank, just in case the scenario drops. Some talents to put in. Again, we're just clicking around at the moment. No. Did I do any customization on my little dragon? I did not. So in Dragonflight, the more you played, and the more different, whether it's raids, questing, side stuff, etc., you unlocked all these different customizations for your dragon. We're going to go to the little sliver wing we had there, and we're going to hit random a couple times. See what we get. Interest. Oh, well, we're going to have to go with that one. Oh, wrong button. Accept. Swap back to healer. Panic. Mass panic. Come on, come on. There we go. Safe. Everything's fine. Oh, that wasn't even the dragon I was using. Many mistakes.
What is it? We serve
Grab our
so
quests.
Others do not have to. The wall must stand.
Beacon on the tank. And we just keep them healed. Shouldn't be too bad. These tend to go pretty quick. Where is the tank?
I am out of range.
Oh boy, they're doing a speedy run. Oh, and there's AoE going about as well. Come on. Got to be on the ball a little bit here. Oh, and I'm stunned. We bubble and we run. Get close to the tank. Please. Stay close, tank. Oh, he's just pulling more and more. Oh, no.
I need mana first.
Oh, I'm out of mana. Oh, that's really not
Mana
good.
is needed.
Hang on, I've got a devotion aura.
Then my strength and skill will be clear to all.
Alright, AoEing him down, that went fine.
Aha! The lot of you will soon wish you hadn't come this way.
Wait, where'd everybody go? Oh, there was a boss that way. Right. We went too far, Come on, you two.
But I was... Who will...
It's okay, they handled it. Oh, I forgot to do my item upgrades as well last time. Set focus on the tank to keep better track. Keep them moving. Avoid the sludge. Don't fall down, goodness me. Get off me.
I must get closer. Too far away.
Oh, having blink, very useful for that. There we go. Put your interrupt on the right button, Barrow.
I do not have a target.
It's alright. Oh, they don't know where they're going. I came all this way for nothing. Oh, fantastic. Nobody knew.
I am out of range.
There it is. Through the Oh, I remember this fight being annoying on the higher difficulties. Should be
I
fine
must
here.
Get closer.
Thanks for the save, but we're still stuck in the middle of the entire mended army. Look out there. Too many for us to take head on.
I don't know, I feel like we could just walk up.
I have a crazy idea that just might work, but we'll need your help, heroes. Let's give these mended a taste of their own
Quickly
medicine.
upgrade our gear. Ruin our transmog, but it's fine.
Lee and Lo, get the sap into position. Let's get this party started, shall we?
Very eager.
Bring it, uglies.
Bless him.
Fools! Attacking the might of the Merchant head-on? Your deaths will be swift.
Again, not ideal trinkets and gems, but
Attack! Tear the flesh from their bones.
we're just filling as we go.
Trolls are coming up the ramp. Use the sap to slow them down.
Okay. Okay, so we take these little balls of sap. Then we chuck them on the mantis.
They are holding us off. Bring in the air support.
The Amber Wing is flying in. Watch out.
Chuck it down. Ah, this be fine. Ooh. Apologies if my talking's slowing down. My voice is starting to act up. Just grab some water. Yum, 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 yum. That's better.
Leave nothing but a pile of ash.
Demolishers are carrying explosives. Any direct hit will
If
blow
we
them
go
up.
back to our manted voices.
Talking low and grovelly and trying to kill everything in Pandaria.
Silly bug people. I don't know if that blew out the mic or not. I wasn't keeping an eye.
Lay siege to the holdouts.
No. Too much water. A desperate need for the bathroom. I'll have a quick bio break once we clear the dungeon. It'd be very rude of me to just AFK at the back being the healer. How do we get more of them up here? There they go. It's just a event that takes time of its own.
Focus your fire.
Here we are.
Carpet bomb the platform. Send in the amber wing.
I require a target.
There we are. More amber for the road.
Everyone, send everything. Slaughter these cowards. They're making us look like fools.
Too far away.
Those who fail deserve to die. You have merely called the weak. I must finish this myself then. So be it.
There we go. I think that's about all the upgrades we have for now. Move them back and we will dismantle them thereafter. Oh! He's really sprinting his way up there.
I need to target something first.
There we go. The rest should be much faster.
Wasn't it? Lee and Lo, go look after our friends down below.
We go. Tank.
I must get closer.
There we go. Just needed to dispel, that's fine.
This gate is locked, but I think I have something that will open it.
Who's chucking that tar at the tank? Why are they... They're just dying. I'm dispelling it, but...
Well, let me see here. 30-second fuse. Whoops. Did I say 30? I meant 3.
There we go. In the clear now. Whatever was chucking it appears to be gone.
The siege.
Going for big pulls again. Oh yeah, the whole room's going to be coming. Should be fine.
I am out of range.
Trying not to be.
These house forces attack from the rear. The temple will fall. You cannot stop my forces.
Too far away.
People are doing the quest. That's excellent. It's giving the group credit. We love to see it. Oh! Smooth sailing.
My army will crush you. Down your weapons.
Do some booping. Oh, they took a lot of damage. It's alright though, we're doing our job. We're not burning through this dungeon super ultra fast, but as long as I can keep people alive, that's perfectly fine. Still can't wait for follower dungeons in the War Within. Just to go at my own pace, story speed, and enjoy as we go. Actually taking a dungeon a little more without 4 other people going yum. Oh, run into the boss. Which means all of these fellas are just chucking. It's really funny that he was like chewing on something. It's just chewing on something the whole time. Oh, big wins. I don't know if freedom worked there, but no, I've just got here. I've just got here.
I am out of range.
Come back. Absolute coward. Yeah, use the wind. There we go. Now we don't leave. Don't leave. Come on. Let the quest giver come down. There we go. More quests done. Into a scenario, no time to wait.
Good brew requires an abundance of love.
Oh. Get the Thunder Brew. Put out the barrels. Then we'll escort her to the temple down the hill. Kill a few lizards. That'll be the scenario. Hopefully, I'd then have time to take a moment before the raid starts. Teamwork, put the fires out, keep it going. You can see our cape on this character only has the XP gain at 139%, which is a far cry from the 300s and 400s we've seen on some of our characters. It's still plenty fast. No, they've got that one. Splash. Alright. And now for the slow escort.
One must always make time for new brews.
Come on, Blanche. Squeaky headset.
Have you had any brew today?
I have. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Now the monk here with the class arsenal set. Very snazzy. Very cool armory monk set. You should have enough bronze by the end on each character, assuming we get them up a decent level to purchase those. We will see. Still 22 days. There's plenty of time. Who else coming up the cliff? You down there.
Target.
I see you. Shoot him like off a Helm's Deep. Bap. Oh, there's more.
Too far away.
Bap. Oh,
I am out of range.
killed our companion. Did they just fall off?
I must get closer.
Oh, they are not in range for the resurrection.
Good brew requires love.
They'll be fine. Quickly bob in our talent point. Nope, no time. Already immediately in combat again. Wait for Blanche to come up to the top.
Have you had any brew?
Let's kill some lizards. Oh, I didn't even know Avenging Winds had a new animation. It's probably because the glyph I'm using on Barrow is 4 wings. That's pretty good. Alright, we're going to quickly leave the group. And then very quickly, I'm just going to nip for a quick bio break in hopes that the queue doesn't pop in the meantime. Just bob it in chat. There we go. Alright, won't be long. And we're back. Didn't miss the cues by the looks of it. Sure to get our bronze and our threads. And in our quests.
Do not share what I have said.
There's another level.
How may I aid you? Be careful.
Keep opening. That's a one-hander. That's an upgrade on the shoulders and the legs. Quickly sort those. I forgot that blink removes stuns and so. Oh. Quickly now. You have a moment. Get it in. So in terms of grabbing those storm sigils, I'd recommend doing what I ended up doing, which is going and finding the suffusion camps where Farak is flying around the zone. Like you saw that little event I was doing earlier where there was a load of the fire giant Giaradin attacking folks. Now that quest is either in the Azure Span, in the icy bit, kind of midland to the right, or it is in the Onaran Plains, kind of on the right hand side. If you fly around, you'll find a section that's on fire and it should trigger the world quest for you. Again, there's that world quest giver in Valdrakken for the weekly activities who might direct you in that area.
Too far away.
But again, those sigils will drop from any Dragonflight content. So if you're doing quests anyway, and you're doing those weekly activities, you'll still accrue them quite quickly. For my purposes, it was just finding the quickest method, which was those suffusion camps, because that boss dropped like 30 to 50 at a time. In that area, in the suffusion camp, you kill regular mobs to get the orange wards. You then hand those wards in at the different altars when you have 5 of them, which gives you purple wards. Then when you hand in those purple wards at a specific altar, like a bigger one, should have some players about it usually, that summons a bigger rare, which will drop a load of them. But again, especially if you've still got like the Emerald Dream quest line and stuff to do, maybe even the Harbinger quest line, you will still be getting them as you go.
Is not the last we have seen of your matter. Return the Zandalari, ancient allies of the Mogul. They must seek the legendary weapon within the depths of the vaults.
I am out of range.
I am sorry I did not tell you earlier. These vaults house a weapon of unimaginable power. Stop them.
I need to target
I
something
will
first.
stay behind.
I'm
and
trying, game.
investigate this dais further.
Again, you won't need to rush yourself going through it.
I do not have a target.
Plenty of time before the expansion actually launches, so I wouldn't sweat it at the moment.
Find it. Time to play, friends.
And that weekly quest in Valdrakken to do the weekly activities will really give you a bump up on gear. I'd highly recommend if like just getting a bit more gear to feel a little more up to date, that's probably a really good place to start. I haven't really been doing dungeons and stuff, so I can't speak to it. You can do follower dungeons, which is, you know, you go in solo with NPCs. But that's only for the normal modes, that's not for heroics. Get our XP, Fred. Bob our others. Get our talent.
By the likes of you. What a shame for a Zandalari priest to endure. But it ain't no thing. Take your trinkets. You'll be I be going now.
Garbage.
Time to find
Garbage.
a new home
Upgrade.
for my soul.
Upgrade.
Death be a doorway, and time a window. I'll be back.
Excellent laugh as ever, my guy. Really bob those. Then while we wait for the next one to pop, dismantle our scrap. Here we go. That little interact kind of working things in the character's hands has been there for so long. I wonder if that's on their plans to do something with. Oh, whoops. Don't want to scrap my gems. Not at the moment. Many gems. Many ding. Alright. Head out of here. I think at 35 we might unlock a couple more raid options. I'm unsure. No, still in queue for the other one. Where is that storm set? I'll have a quick Google on my phone just to see if I can find where the updated version of this one is. Nope, no time. I see. To unlock the upgraded version of the base one, you have to do some dragon race quest. Oh boy. Getting gold is not required, but getting gold on each of the races gives you the Storm Rider title. Let's see where the start of this quest is. Starts in the Anaran Plains with Lord Anter, the fellow who teaches you dragon riding. Right, we'll do our other raid on here, then we'll quickly jump back over and get that out of the way. Because otherwise I will absolutely forget. And there'll be some footage there for folks who want to go and do it themselves. Come on, DPS, hit the button. Beacon the tank. Not that it matters, but you got to keep up the practice. Bum, 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 bum.
The ancient vaults of the kings of Mogoshan.
Have a nosy at folks transmog, who's in between gear, who's got something sorted out.
Look here. It is the history of Xian, of the endless
All over the place, most folks. Oh, a very dapper looking Vulpir. The monocle.
And darkness.
Oh, the mob's not dying completely instantaneous.
This looks to be the record of Kyang the Merciless.
Tauren Death Knight wearing knives on their back.
Ruled his vassals with an iron fist.
It's an interesting back piece. That looks like it was probably from Revendreth.
I must get closer.
This one.
Oh, that player's just run up already.
Commander Swift, well known as a masterful archer and genius thief. He stole from the rich and kept everything for himself.
I know we're getting used to Cho on a daily basis here, but I will miss him when he's gone again.
The demented? According to these texts, Meng was the most foul and maniacal ruler.
Really look into that questline where he just told you stories for a while. That was some good stuff. Alright. Oh, that title's from doing the raids on Heroic. I don't think we'll end up getting it. We'll miss out, but it's fine. Over time, getting the acceptance of, I do not need to gain all of the missable things. I don't need to subject myself to FOMO. It's okay to miss things. It's not the end of the world. Let it go. Don't get me wrong, I certainly feel the drive. But trying to be more at peace with such things can be very problematic. Especially with how plenty of games monetize it. Oh, who died? Oh, they're outside the fight, that's fine. Can he get him?
To have angered the Emperor. The sentence is death.
And down ye go.
I don't want to die. A secret passage has opened beneath the platform. This way. Look at the dust along the floor. These dark halls have not seen footfalls for many centuries.
Be wild if they took the time to animate dust on the floor. That would be a Herculean effort for very little gain.
It is coming from this direction.
Go in. Try and not get locked out of the fight. We're still all with Horde folks. I know if you invite people specifically, you can now do dungeons and various bits of content like raids with a mixed faction group. Like, that's not a limit if you're inviting them in, but in terms of matchmaking, it still seems to be limited, as far as I can tell, to Horde or Alliance. But that still feels like a relic. Like, if you want to really speed up queue times, just knock that out. Like, we've been at peace for a while now within lore, for literal years.
Feels unlike any we have seen so
More than
far.
we've ever had in WoW's history. They are at peace.
Fascinating. I have never heard tales of anything like this. The Mogul.
And there's a lot of people who take some umbrage with that, like, oh, it's World of Warcraft, we should be warring, but
Let's see here.
given PvP itself isn't like the biggest draw for most of the player base, like a huge amount, as much as I've loved it over the years, and I've loved doing it with folks, it just doesn't account for too much. And I'm sure they'll be working on it, as they are with most things now,
It talks.
and thinking of more evergreen features.
What we thought
Oh.
the Mogul were capable of.
Fired that debuff or buff a little too quickly. I hope that it gets to a point where they can at least get PvP features a little more engaging. Goodbye, dragon.
I need to target something first.
There is a new battleground coming in the War Within, so
The machine has been destroyed, and so the Mogul's power weakens.
new hat.
These
Oh,
discs
clashes with the
look
whole outfit.
familiar,
It's fine.
but I
We make do.
cannot place their origin. They call
How do our
to
tusks stick out?
the discs.
They kind of clip.
I must.
Difficult thing to do, especially when they've got like their own internal modelling AI, from what I understand, trying to sort all that for like tusks and Worgen heads.
The Mogul
Big
with
stretchy
the
hats.
grain guide your steps.
Be a great deal of work to have a dev do that for every piece of armor. Oh, the door! The door!
Let's go. We are not done yet.
Well,
The Emperor's rage echoes
drat.
my ears.
Well, I guess we find a nice chair. I had a cushion somewhere in here. Where's me cushion?
The Emperor's strength grips this land.
Pillow?
Of iron.
Yes, a soft purple pillow. Oh, don't keep typing. There we go. I can't because we're in combat. I've been robbed twice. We'll just sit down then. So you can see a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of us. 11 of us are shut out of the room. Because everyone's just moving so fast, the encounter starts, and there we go. I think we're close enough where we'll get credit and some loot, but
Courage burns everlasting.
we're just going to have to wait for a moment. Let's have another swig of water. Keep yourselves hydrated, gotta remind you. I expect I'll be spending the afternoon mowing the lawn. Trying to get that out of the way on the Sunday. Plan to take the evening off and not stream.
The endless army
Probably look into
Emperor's foes.
video editing and doing some research, learning what I can. It's still early days. I'm not in a rush to put out the more standard 10 minute to however long videos on the channel. But I will need to get that ball rolling within the first month for sure. And I have a few ideas. It's going to be learning how to gather footage, soundtracks, splicing it all together. Nope, there's the ding. And seeing where we go.
It is done then. Yet,
First ones will probably
how
be
many of these
maybe an
machines
intro
are
video on
held
my
in
20
the
years
earth?
of casual
How
WoW.
much do we not know about the dark
Less about me
secrets
and
of
more
the
just
Mogul?
how, as a casual player,
I fear that our
the
war
game has
against
felt
our
in that
ancient
period, and that
enemies
perspective,
is
which doesn't
still
really
far from over.
get too much of a look in. I don't know how well that'd do though. And then more likely, going into my Hades 2 playthrough, the early access, doing an impressions, and then a latter half of the video, actual feedback for the developers. We hit a point last night on it where we're approaching the end of the early access content. There's still a lot more that could be like farmed out with that game, like building reputation style things and relationships, but I don't want to fully burn out on that game when I'd like to still play it come the official launch, whenever that may be.
What do you want?
Let's hand in our quest.
Seek the truth.
Open our goodies. Is that new pant? Yes, but not as good. Right. Get ourselves... We'll buy a couple of... where is he? Come here. Give me more of these little tickets so I can get back here. There we go. Quickly bob the halfstone. Get to a rested area. It's not much, but a little bit of 200% XP is... Well, 100%. I can't remember these days. Not the halfstone I wanted, but it'll do. Very small inn. Just door, 2 beds. A screen for washing, but the bath's actually not behind the screen for washing. Defeats the purpose a little bit. Back hammocky corner bit. No door on it as well. Not going to be the most useful of inns, but you know. Right. Let's jump back over to Barrow. See if we can find these races. If they're in the Anaron Plains, they will be in that bit which has the dragon riding podium in it. Let's double time it over. Come on, Noodle. This place. I'm guessing. Nah. Lord Andistraza. Yes, that is indeed it. The lightning version of the base one. Don't have a voice on you, so I'll just do me. This storm griffin is intriguing. Whatever land gave rise to such a creature merits further exploration. But since you are here, let us test its training and your riding skills. My colleagues in the Bronze Flight have laid out new courses to put the mount through its paces. When a timekeeper sees you upon your griffin... Okay, so we have to use it. They will offer you the chance to fly these storm races. Fortune favors the bold, Baroque. Good luck. Thundering appearance. Alright, so first we need to make sure we have our Storm Rider. Oh, this thing could be recoloured as well. Alright. Oh, yep, hit a wall immediately. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 races. We've not seen some of these. Little mini games with varying levels of difficulty. The faster you complete one, the better the score you get. And they have had some timed events where you went back to the old zones before you could dragon ride everywhere. Like there was one through Northrend, one through Burning Crusade, I think, and one through Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. And they added different transmog sets and such, and some dragon cosmetics.
The Isles welcome you.
Right, and if we get the gold, we get a title. Just have a Surrey water. Let's give it a go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we go! Oh, right. Fly close to walls. Oh, and it's teaching us how we'd use this charge thing as well. A little hard to fly close to walls when we're... Apologies, I'm kind of concentrating because I don't do many of these. I'm sure they're not considered difficult. Oh, I missed it completely. Oh, I've buggered it. As if ruined. Oh well, looks like we won't be getting the gold title, but that's fine. Let's see, so that big lightning rush thing does not allow for turning. Should have realised that. Then we land back. That just gave us the bronze. We needed to be 15 seconds quicker. That's alright. I'm not too bothered by titles these days. Where do we find the next one? The Ruby Life Shrine. That way. It's in sight as well. We'll just casually swoop on over. There we are.
I never gave up.
Storm race. Close to the walls. We only use it on a straight. At risk of bodying ourselves. Down here. Nah, that does it. Good music for it. Oh, hit a chain. Okay, we can turn it a little bit. Hey! Oh, we got the gold as well. We got the gold for all of them bar that first one. I'm going to be like... Right, let's make our way to the next one. Up by tier hold. That's the spot. Excuse me. There we go. You don't have access to your entire set of all the different dragon riding abilities, but more than enough to achieve the times. Now for a lot of folks it's a little troublesome to get used to, especially compared to old steady flying, but bit of practice, you get there pretty quick. Right, number 3. And make sure it's a straight and whoosh. Whoa. Okay, okay. It's not too bad, this is alright. Oh, big turn though. Oh! Oh, biffed it. Royally biffed it into the wall. Should have halted sooner, I suppose. Oh, and we missed one. Oh, this is gonna hopefully be a bronze. Right, use that lightning rush and gather a bit of speed back up. Turn, turn, turn. There we go. Nearly there. Hey, got the bronze. On to the next one. 3 more. Making good progress. It's a little over the 2 hours, but I think that's perfectly fine. Once War Within itself comes out proper, I imagine at the very least the earliest streams of that, assuming the game isn't full of crazy bugs, disconnects, things not working, etc., as we will have to expect on the early access launch day, I'll probably be doing a little longer for those streams, just because of all the hype and new story and, excitement. We still try and keep it between 2 and 3 hours.
It is an excellent day for a race.
It is.
Come fly with us.
Right, next one. Ooh. Now these big old icy bits with these huge ice spikes sticking out everywhere never really got utilised. There's a whole area of one of the zones that was just kind of left by the wayside, unfortunately, but Many expansions have had that same problem. Warlords of Draenor famously missing its entire middle arc. Even base vanilla WoW, the Dragon Isles here, were meant to be part of that. Wild to think about. Okay, that's a good straight. Yep. That's not completely with it. That's a turn there. I don't want a sprint thing yet. Do it when we line that one up. There we go. Yeah. Hello, Suffusion Camp. We're back. We've gone full circle today. Look at that. Don't want to overdo stamina at the last second. Hard to pick up these lightning charges by just kind of trying to get yourself near trees. But there's the end. Boom. Silver.
Work. I can see that the two of you will soon be formidable competitors.
No, and
I'm a
gold.
simple lass. I see a wall, and I want it climbed. Go on then.
Yep, rock climbing minigame. It's okay. We'll be moving past it for now. Next one is... Ooh, it's all the way in the Forbidden Reach. Goodness me. Alright, we've got ways to go then. Oh, dear. Make sure we line it up. We'll be crossing a small bit of Fatigue Ocean. Shouldn't be a concern. Let's have another chug of water. Make sure you're all doing the same. Oh. Alright, have we lined that up? Just about. Now the Forbidden Reach is the starting zone for the Drakfir, and it is one of those 0.5 zones. And it's weekly repeatable. Is a big vault where you take keys, unlock doors. There's all kinds of weird little mini games in there. I had some good ideas for the delves, I believe. Some of the inception of those ideas seem to start in there. The Horde ship bringing new adventurers to the Dragon Isles. I just realised having 2 charges of our Hearthstone on a human now is pretty bonkers. Pretty great. There we are. Didn't do the mount special for this thing. Let's just have a quick glance at that. Ooh. Claw, lightning bolt, very nice.
The Isles have awakened.
Right, Storm Race. Right, not knowing this zone as well, I'm probably going to boot walls a bit more. Okay, that looks like a good straight if I'd built enough up, but I have not. There we have. Bang. Now I kind of understand how it works. I'd be tempted to use it more, but having to stay near walls, that's like, meh. I tend to fly more just recklessly in the open. Twisty windy. Line that up and swoosh. We're getting the rhythm of it. We're feeling it out. Nearly biffed it. Shoot it through there. Yes, yes, good shout, good shout. And there we go. Last one is in the Zaralek Caverns of all places. That was the underground 9.1 zone. With the Niffin, little sniffy mole people. Didn't spend a lot of time in there. But again, some interesting ideas. Some new event stuff. Now, if memory serves, Farak made a big old hole in the ground. Take a moment, I think, just to do regular ass.
Glory of the dragons.
Light pass flying to get down here. Give it a moment. Gives me a moment to check. What's its name again? Oh, sorry, Mike. Didn't mean to boop you. Algarian Storm Rider. Let's see. Oh. They come as part of the pre-order. You do not need. Do not need to go and earn them. We can just edit it like we would the dragon. That's fair enough then. Bob it over there. Swap some of our different toys and things about. Keep a slot open. As you can see, flight path flying is not exactly quick. When you need a moment, or forget where you're going, very helpful. There we are. Still not going to take long. They're a lot better than they used to be, where I feel like a lot of old flight paths would be very scenic, if you get what I mean. Like, the driver would be taking you big arcs around rather than A to B. This feels a little more natural. I think, though, if we just hit jump off now we're on the right track, will it just bob me here? Oh, it just lands at the next flight master. Okay, okay, that's fine. We're committed. We're already going. Wonder if the purple shoulder piece on one of those thunder pieces. Where are you, the purple one? Ah, wanted to do the other shoulder, curse you. Here we are. How would that look on top of what we've got? It's a bit much. It's because of the big bulky dwarvy things. The gold one I don't mind, but it's still a little... it's growing on me a little bit. It does clash with the casual nature of what we got going on.
Well, looks like the Jaredin used this wall as target practice. Get their stuff and get out.
I'm afraid I don't think I will. It's our last race. Again, we're not too bothered about having them all gold for the title. I tend to keep my title from Cataclysm's Point 2 patch, where you helped the Molten Front fight up to Ragnaros. Had to do a lot of dailies and the zone progressed. I really enjoyed it. It was like the flame breaker. Okay. Bit twisty-windy through the caverns. Line it up and shoot. It's all good. That might have been a little overzealous, but... nope, I think we got it. We got it. Keep building those charges, that's enough of them. Got the cooldown though, but that's okay. There we go. Storm Rider Bronze. I assume those will remain in the game and not like disappear or nothing. Hand that in. The Waking Shore, that's simple enough. Alright. We'll go over there. We'll hand that in. Get our bonus armour. Have a quick glance at our Storm Griffin customization. Make him all fancy. Then we'll call that for the morning. Take the Drake over. Come on, old boy. Chuggy, the entrance to the city. So the other worry for the expansion is how chuggy will things be, but we'll have to see. Might be bobbing the quality down a touch maybe, but I hope not. Stay on target. Almost there. Oop.
The sky calls. Keep your feet
There we go. And that is the... oh, it's in my bag, isn't it? There we are, the thundering version. Very good. Oh, that's all ticked off the list.
What do you seek?
Just double checking my bags, friend. Alright, deal with emptying those again another day. Let's have a look at customizing this griffin before we stop for the day. Oh yep, it's added to the list. We can start with the colour, either the blue, Purple, gold, red. We'll go with yellow or gold. The blue's pretty nice though. Let's see, can have a neck plate or a pendant. I like the plate, like it big and tonky. The back can have torchlight, hammerlight or bear. Torchlight looks a little too big. I like the hammerlight as flat along. Breastplate, none. Simple harness. Decorated harness. Heavy plate and jeweled plate. But heavy plate. Big slab up front. Yes. Bracers, either none or wearing them. We'll wear them. Oh, we can change the armor colour. Oh, it's just like the armor we can wear. We will have it as the grey and yellow. Tail can be plain, tuft, wild, or shaggy. We'll do shaggy. Then the beak, sickle, eagle, raptor, corvid, razor, plated. What it plated? Look at that. Armored friend. The helm can be a face guard or a crown. Ooh. Like the crown, I do like that. The swoopy back tends to be helmets I like. The crown itself? Oh, the crown of feathers, I see. None, straight, curled, crested and spiked. Like the curl one again, we're going for the big swoosh. See how it looks from the back. Yeah, we'll go with that. Supercilium, which is the bonus sides. Straight, majestic, or plumicorns. We'll take the plumicorns for more fluffage. And the cheeks. None, tuft, thick, or wild. We'll go wild. We'll get a big old crown. There we go. Let's change the colour of the bar thing as well. We'll do a quick old mount special. The main animation lightning bolts are still blue, but the ones there are yellow. Right, we'll fly them black up to the inn. We'll coral it there. Hey, looking alright. I might kind of prefer the blue. It's fine. To the inn. And to rest. There we are. Alright. Got a good amount done today. Knocked out those armor sets. Did a bit more leveling. All sorted. Thank you very much for sticking along and watching, folks. If you like the video, well, please feel free to leave a like. If you want more content from me, please subscribe. If you've got any feedback, discussion, suggestions, etc., you can drop us a comment. A comment and have a chat. If you'd like to support me more directly, you can do so through the Patreon linked on the channel. And until next time, everyone, much love and take care. Bye bye.